This is the Gigabyte Aero X16 and boy oh boy does this laptop look awesome. I like it. Now if you're a long-time viewer of this channel, you probably know that I like simple looking things. I'm a simple-minded individual. Did I just degrade myself? Probably. But that doesn't matter. I very much like the look of this laptop, but as they say, so make sure you don't buy this laptop until you watch this video and we'll find out if this laptop's actually deceiving us. This laptop has an AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX370 CPU and an RTX 5070. The Ryzen AI 9 processor has 12 cores and 24 threads with a boost clock of up to 5.1 GHz, which does make sense seeing as how this is a CPU with AI capabilities in mind. AI everything, huh? Now let's just get started with what almost everyone just wants to know, the gaming performance. Cyberpunk 2077, it just never goes away, does it? So, with the highest possible settings, that's basically ray tracing overdrive, all that fancy schmancy shit, we get an average FPS of just under 30. Not exactly surprising since ray tracing is a bit of a bitch to run, but turning on DLSS FrameGen to 4x with DLSS scaling boosts that up to more than 60 frames per second. That's not exactly great since it's artificial FPS at that point, so just turning down ray tracing will benefit you a whole lot. Horizon Zero Dawn at the same resolution at high settings with DLSS set to balanced yields us an average FPS of around the mid-60s to the mid-70s. It's just fine for a single-player game. Could be better, but I mean, it's playable. Now let's go talk about a competitive game. CS2 at the lowest settings, the absolute lowest settings at 2560 by 1600, and we get an average FPS of around 250, which is definitely great for competitive gaming, but the screen only has a maximum refresh rate of 165 Hz. That's not bad per se, and it's pretty reasonable for a laptop screen. Most other laptops at this price range have a similar refresh rate, so that's fine. Now this laptop has an IPS panel and it has an advertised 3 millisecond response time, which is actually more or less accurate. Props to Gigabyte. Screen resolution is at 2560 by 1600 as we touched on a while ago, so that's an aspect ratio of 16 by 10. The laptop has a 100% coverage of the sRGB color space, so it's not bad, but it's not super great. It's more than enough for gaming and for content consumption too, but it's not exactly ideal for content creation, but I mean, you could try. I'm sure you're built different. Now let's talk about the ports. To the right of the laptop, we get a 3.5mm audio combo jack and two USB-A ports. One of those ports is a 3.2 USB-A port and one is a 2.0 port. Moving on to the right, we have an Ethernet port, an HDMI 2.1, another 3.2 USB Type-A port, and a Type-C USB 4 port which supports DP 1.4 alt mode and PD 3.0. For $1,600, sure, you could get this laptop, but its list price is at $1,750. It's not quite a big difference, but I think $1,600 is a better price for the laptop. It's a more reasonable price, and I definitely recommend getting this laptop at this price exclusively, but it's up to you. Maybe you think it's worth more than $1,700. Anyhow, go on ahead and scan this QR code or click on the link in the description below. Make sure you leave a like and a sub. I'm watching you.